This is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is Basketball Wine Wednesdays. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button and definitely hit that notification bell. Make sure you are sharing and commenting, letting people know that it is a Queen in Detroit. Tell them about Afternoon Sports Slay. The Queen wants to make sure to get this channel monetized to 1,000. We are not going to stop. All my slayers and slayers, all my supporters, remember, this is only the beginning. Remember, the Queen told you we are working behind the scenes. I'm getting help. The background is going to change, the audio, everything is going to get better with Afternoon Sports Slay. I know I've been telling you guys to be patient with me, but I promise you, the Queen keeps her word. It is going to improve and we're not going to stop. This is the Queen's passion. Let's get into some things. But matter of fact, before we get into it, the Queen is not going to be sipping. So all my people that love wine, make sure you sip for me. What I'm doing right now before my birthday comes up, I'm really, trying to, just stay healthy. So I might do a little sips at least once a week or on the weekend, but I'm really trying to stay from sugar because the Queen loves candy, okay, and definitely certain foods. So right now I'm just drinking a little wine. I'm drinking a little wine. I'm just drinking a little water. I'm going to be staying away from candy this month, certain foods, all the way to the end of the month, all right? And I'm going to drink a lot of water. Now, this is a wine bottle. However, Honey Bear got this for me from his co-worker, so salute to the co-worker. So that just lets you know the Queen still going to drink now. The Queen going to drink. I'm just getting ready for when I start back drinking. You see, this is a little thing to help you with your, open your wine and things like that. It's so cute. And let me show you guys really quickly before we get into the analysis part, my mug. This is kind of more like a beer mug. Now, the Queen definitely does not drink beer at all, but this is something Honey Bear got me from his co-worker too. As you can see, it says Queen Micah K. It has the logo. It's clear, so you guys might not be able to see it the best, but I'm sipping. Where are all my people that's trying to stay healthy? Life is not easy. These times we living in is not easy. We got to make sure we stay focused, stay alert. So we got to do certain things to keep our spirits right, keep our minds right, keep our body right. You feel me? All right, now let's get into it. Let's get into the breakdown. Now, how do you guys feel about the Pistons in the NBA draft night? Also, how do you feel about NBA free agency with the Pistons? Now, let me tell you, the NBA free agency ends on August 6th, okay? So I believe that's Friday at 12:01. Now, I did not do a Black Women Wednesdays. I did not forget about that. We are going to do that next week. We will definitely do a Slay at Star Spotlight Black Women Wednesdays for sure. Remember, I told you I'm doing trial and error too. We're trying to make sure we get these subs up and get these views up. Now let's go down the list. I'm going to do the analysis. This is part 2 of the analysis on the draft picks. Then I'm going to do a Leave It to Weaver part 3 after the NBA free agency ends at the end of this week, and then we'll do a follow-up next week. Also, the Queen, who's my favorite player, slayers and slayers. The Queen loves LeBron James, okay? So you already know it's a Lakers video that is going to drop by Friday, no later than Saturday. And for all my boxing fans, the Queen is still going to do boxing videos as well. Definitely prediction videos. And we're going to do some other topics definitely really soon. And I will be on the boxing voice on Thursday if Ness and crew have a flagship prediction show this week for sure. Now, I've already covered Cade Cunningham on my NBA draft analysis audio video, but we're going to go over it again. Then I'm going to give you a breakdown of the other draft picks. Here we go. So Cade Cunningham, he is 6'8". He's a versatile guard / wing player, freshman. He came from Oklahoma State University. He is 19 years old. Now, right off the bat, he has a good feel for the game, good decision making, very good high quality IQ, knows how to get to the right spot on the floor, makes the right play at the right time. A willing passer plus a good passer. That is key, all right? Will definitely share the ball. Sharing is caring when it's with the right people. Now, Patience and timing is there. He knows how to get to the rim and get a bucket. Can create his own shot and have some post moves. Very versatile with his offensive skill set. Has defensive awareness. Likes the big moments when pressure is applied. That is key. Let's get into what I'm looking for. The improvement areas. Cade isn't the most athletic, but still has some bounce on the open floor, especially in transition. I would like to, just see him sharpen up his defensive skills, certain things like that. Let's cite a couple sources really quickly for the other players that I'm going to give my analysis on. So I got this from Coach Adam Spinella of the Boxing One NBA Video Breakdowns. That was from YouTube, his YouTube channel, and also the NBA ScoutingLive.com. Now, what I do is the Queen loves to research, cite sources, then I put everything together for my breakdown and my analysis. So sometimes I just use certain references to see certain things that maybe I missed, then I bring it together, but you getting it from the Queen's eye, the Queen's mind, okay? Remember that. Make sure you tapped in. Let's go on. Now, let's see who else the Pistons added. Isaiah Livers. He is a small forward. He is 6'7". His age is 23. He went to the University of Michigan. He's a catch and shoot, defensive upside, and vertical athleticism. Those are some things his great attributes he have. He's an excellent three-point shooter. 43.1% from deep last year. 41.2 over 4 years career. Okay, over the 4 years career. Significant. Livers was a seasoned college player with experience. He shoots with ease. So one thing I always say, when a player shoots with ease or the game comes natural to them, that is very significant. That means that they are able to handle the pressure. Like when things come natural, that means you have to be on the lookout because that player has an eye for basketball and has a good feel for the game. Ladies and gentlemen, all my slayers and slayettes, make sure you tap in. Make sure you are flowing with me. Now, he's a very deadly wide open shooter. Y'all know how 2K has hot spots where all my fellas at, even some of my ladies who love to play NBA 2K. Okay, my husband, Honey Bear, he loves 2K. Some of the other fellas that I know or friends, mentors, a lot of people who love basketball love playing the video game NBA 2K as well. Now, Livers definitely can get hot in the corners on the court. That is one of Livers' hot spots. Now, he has a good feel for picking his spots too, to shoot at the right time. He has nice quick release, can definitely shoot the three while being heavily guarded and shoot from deep. On the defense, really good at times with staying with his opponent, sliding his feet, has nice strength and a nice, little bounce, okay? So that means that's really good. That's really, really good because he can not only score the ball, but he can also defend. The Queen likes a good two-way player, and that is really needed in the NBA with this league today. That means you will be on the court if you are excellent in becoming a two-way player. Let's get into what I'm looking for. Improvement areas. Has to become a better finisher at the rim, especially while taking contact. Work on the ball handling skills somewhat as well. Like to see certain things with that. Let's transition over to Luka Garza. His age is 22. His height is 6'11", wingspan 7'1". He's from the Iowa Hawkeyes, okay? He's good at posting up. Post game is good with the back to the basket and scoring. Plus, good quality footwork. Knows how to get in the inside in his position and hold his ground to get a key basket. Is good at finishing with contact. Has a good skill set on the left low block. Patient in the low post to get the right shot. Can deliver a mid-range jump shot. Okay, definitely mid-range jump shots. Okay, he shot 44% from the three. This is really good as a senior and has potential to be a stretch five. That is really needed in the league today because we know it's definitely a shooter's league. Exceptional at gaining position for rebounding. Let's look at what I'm looking for from him. Doesn't have the quickest feet, doesn't have a lot of bounce or athleticism, but that's okay. Defense has to get better. Example, like staying with the offensive player on on the perimeter. Definitely better defense as far as perimeter defense. Better awareness on defense to me at times as well. Let's get into the last pick. Bossa K, so excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He's a center. His age is 21, height 6'1", from Florida State. High energy quality center. Now the queen loves an athlete, a player that has high energy. Why? Because regardless if you have to work on certain things with your skill set, that means you are going to go out on that court and give maximum effort. Taking off the journalist / analyst hat, listen, the queen loves players who have high energy and give a lot of effort, regardless if you need things you need to practice on, okay? He's definitely good at finishing around the rim, has good hands, solid shot blocker, decent defender, and rebounder. Has potential with the playmaking ability. Now, what I'm looking for improvement areas: learn not to get into, as much foul trouble to me. Must improve the low post game. Keep composure and discipline to not turn the ball over. Let's get into some other sources. Then I'm going to give you last little slay tidbits of notes. This source I got from The Athletic, which is really good if you love sports, by James L. Edward III. This was posted on August 2nd, okay? August 2nd, before I'm going to upload this video. Now, James talks about how the NBA free agency begins this week. If you tapped into boxing, you know it's been a lot of juice, a lot of spice with NBA free agency. I said boxing. If you tapped into basketball, y'all know I kind of rotate now. Love boxing, love basketball. Now, the Pistons open up some cap space by trading Mason Plumlee to Charlotte on draft night and by waiving Corey Joseph. Also, Davidas, excuse the name pronunciation, and Tyler Cook. Detroit now has $12.2 million in cap space in cap room, with the possibility of getting to $16.3 million if Rodney McGruder is waived by August 15th. Let's get into some other last minute slay notes. Now, this is from James as well. I really like this. Now, there is a common thread among these particular draftees. Shooting, all right. Cunningham was a 40% three-point shooter. Livers was a 43.1% three-point shooter this past season, and Garza made 44% of his shots from distance as a senior. This is really key. It's very clear that Detroit set out to improve from the perimeter. Aside from getting the best player in the draft in Cunningham, that seems like it was the second highest objective for the Pistons. Now, this is Leave It to Weaver Part 2. Remember, I told you I'm going to do a Part 3. Now, I might not do grades like I did in Part 1, everybody that was tapped into Part 1, because that's kind of based on how I did the research with the article too as well. So, but we will see. Once again, like I've stated before, with Weaver, everything takes time. It takes a lot of time in progression. You have to see how the players are going to progress. So this is kind of like years in the making, certain things like that. This is like baby steps to get to the promised land. What is the promised land? That means to get to that coveted, to get to the finals, to get to the ring. And I think right now, Weaver is going in the right direction. Overall, I love these picks. The NBA is a shooter's league, so you got to be able to put the ball in the basket, and that's why he got these certain peoples, so the chemistry can gel together and you can have the right players, the right people at the right time, and shoot the ball well. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, definitely hit that like button, and definitely hit that notification bell. This is Basketball Wine Wednesdays, and this is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K, with more on the way.